Instead of saying Hollywood only hires 7% of women directors, know that they're actually hiring 93% men, and see how that feels. What does it take to make the unconscious conscious?
The gap gets wider with age. Over time, it will increase. And I want to be really clear. Unconscious bias, implicit bias, is bias, and it's discrimination. But if we continue as a collective society with this collective consciousness to do nothing, then we become part of the problem.
People would look at me when I would go for jobs and they'd automatically assume black makeup artist who does black people on black projects. And so I started saying, well, you know, makeup goes on skin, and skin is in all different colors. And I'm a painter, and I can see those colors, and I can paint all those people.
I can't think of almost any conversation that I've had or article that's been written where I wasn't referred to as a female DP. And in a weird way, that just enforces this belief that we're the exception to the rule. My goal is to kind of get to a point where we're DPs and we're directors and we're, makeup artists and we're editors, and people aren't assuming gender behind that role.
What would it be like if we had 50% women directors being nominated for an Oscar? What would it be like if we had 50% of world leaders being women?
I want to see really great movies, and I want to see them made by people of every description. I want to say, come to the table. We've got some things to show you here as women.
I think it's really, really imperative that we bring men into the conversation.
Diversity brings strength. Equity is in itself an important value and an important variable to amplify and to underscore.
This requires men to actually wake up and be part of the solution.
I wanted the people who are the best at what they do. And so this isn't tokenism. So it's not just because they're women, it's because they're great. And to get to the whole point about, how to shorten the gap, honestly, the Academy is at the end of the pipeline. If you don't like the water that's in the glass, you gotta change it at the tap.
It definitely starts with women. If you don't know how to include half the population that's right there with you, you're never gonna learn how to include people who you somehow have been able to think of as other.
We're all different. We have so many different perspectives, and everybody should be included and be able to tell the vast array of personal stories that are out there.
Does this movie signal that Hollywood is ready to make more films with female protagonists? If structural changes are made in the business models of studios and financiers, if more women become reviewers and distributors, and if we refuse to take a step back again, then yes.